Okay, here we go, here we go. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello. Sorry is my least favorite. Opponents and Storms are up there. Yep. Opponents is up there. Like, Opponents is up there in my least favorites. 10, 11, 10. Here we go. Spirit Temple to Wisdom. Here we go. Oh, Rune, don't get sick. I have a fever. The only cure is more Blitz. Well, you're in the right place. I'm going to be doing a lot of it in the coming months. Need a way to quickly change these, really. There. ZL and Minuet are my two favorite starts, followed very closely by Bolero and Requiem. I do think Requiem's a little better than Bolero, just because it does have massive logical implications, and it's a time of day set. No thank you. We also have to consider the whole, possible teams aspect of Blitz, and I have to figure that out. DC is Foolish Blast! I love it! Freaking hate Denongo's Cavern. It's way too dense, way too early. And that's the problem. Like, I understand how good it is, and that's why I hate it. Good. Early Spirit Access. I was worried that might be deep. This means Bomb Bag, Bomb Choose, Slingshot, Boomerang, anything I can take, I'm running out to Spirit Temple. I told you to regret it when I noticed it was 12. Dude, I'd do 12 MQ Blitz. It sounds fun. It sounds dumb. It sounds like I would need to learn a lot. I would also love to do MQ Escape from CAC and learn that, because, God, that's going to be awful. That's not a world I'm looking forward to living in. 100% honest. I'm not excited about living in that world, but it would be a learning experience. I have to figure out what's going on with this possible team aspect, though. Why wouldn't they be? What would make them impossible? Yeah, exactly. Vanilla Hookshot. I'm waiting for you to comment on the fact that it is 5 minutes into the seed and I'm doing graveyard. But I'm just gonna assume that's never gonna happen, is it? You're not gonna comment, you don't care. You've just accepted the fact that Hollow is, you know, whenever he does graveyard, he gets paid. In reality, I'm doing graveyard because I started with ZL. And that's my 2025 stipulation here, is like, every time I have ZL, I'm gonna do graveyard. It's just, it is what it is. Nope. I have a few New Year's resolutions. It does not involve Graveyard and Blitz, though. It involves a few things involving Blitz. Like, at least one of my New Year's resolutions does involve Blitz. I love getting Serenade early. I do. Also mark. I got Requiem here, Serenade here. Oh no, I said I'm absolutely hyped for that. Absolutely. That's half the reason I suggested it, because Water Temple is just completely asinine. I was waiting on your response, like you're not even sure a number of 12 MQ layouts are even possible in EFK. Like, what layouts wouldn't be possible? What would define an impossible layout? Like, honestly, I can't think of any specific layouts of MQ dungeons that straight up would be undoable. Yeah. And then besides, I figure you could easily remedy that by just turning on all pots and crates. All pots and crates. Turn CAC into, you know, clean CAC before going into any dungeons. How's the spider spread? I missed. What? Oh, jeez. Good, I don't have to go for that this time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. That's a... You haven't seen how cursed it's gotten. You weren't there for the Trinity. I ought to try and clip that. My graphics are cursed these days. I don't know what's going wrong. Kokiri Force to Wisdom is good. Finally, another one. I actually full-on failed with a fairy bottle a Phantom Ganon fight because he insisted on playing ping pong with me. Deku Tree to power. Ooh, okay. He insisted on playing ping pong with me, and the sprite for his little like orb that he throws was glitched and was like spinning, so I couldn't tell where its actual position was. So I'm sitting there like, I don't know how to time this. I don't know how to time this. I don't know how to time this. Help me. Somebody help. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh God, please help. Oh gosh, I need that. So I'm gonna have to burn time a day. Okay. Like legitimately, I could not figure it out. Cacti Courage. Huh. Cacti Courage couldn't possibly be, you know, maybe Requiem, could it? Okay. Like, I was just completely dumbfound, stupid. I didn't know what was going on in my life. It's like, I just lose. Cool, good to know. And I had 4 hearts and a fairy bottle. I'm completely wasted on Phantom Ganon. Decker 2 to power. Already had that one. Already a duplicate. Let's see how quickly and how easily I can get that pulled up without messing myself up too bad. Mute. No one needs to hear me twice. I don't want to hear me either. Water Temple's foolish. Good to know. I love that. Triforce to power. That's good. I'm trying to burn a little bit of time, so I'm probably not going to do fishing, but I at least can grab Lab Roof. Hey, buddy, where are you? I don't want it. Like, I'm gonna take it because, like, in case. I don't want it, though. No, I guess I do want that right now, actually. That gives me, child access. Burning Cactus Sun Song. I'm gonna save right now. OT is opponents. Okay, so that's actually a relevant song to know about. Like Hylia to Wisdom. Oh my gosh, I hate you. Alright, so. I managed that while I'm running. I managed to get that pulled up and done while I was running. It wasn't Kakariko's power, it was Kokiri Forest power. Ooh. Okay. Oh. I think the rank might be like locking all slingshots, and that's just, you know, child spirit access, to be honest. Java being forest med means nothing to me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about for bad graphical glitches I've been having going on recently. Not the song I'm looking for. Looking for storms. Zora's River to Wisdom. Huh, couldn't possibly be the strength I pulled out of there, could it? Hover boots unlock a bomb bag? What? Oh, I want that back. What? Hover boots unlock a what now? You want to run that by me again? I'm not 100% sure I caught that. How? Oh, what am I doing? I'm going this way. We're saving first. I'm not burning 40 rupees on nothing. Not worth. Okay. So Lon Lon of power. Probably storms, to be honest. heck? Where would hover boots lock? I mean, I don't have a path shadow. Not to mention hover boots wouldn't be locking. There's only 2 checks hover boots lock there then. Oh! Hover boots lock a bomb bag because hover boots lock strength 2. It's bombs and spirit. Okay. Okay, that's cool. I get that then. Because the hover boots lock the Zora's River. Okay, cool. Cool. That's nice. I can get behind that then. Okay, so that'll let me go back to... What's up, Hila? Just hollow on the Blitz grind, you know, nothing new here. Oh. Does that mean a decision has been reached about... Oh, yeah. I haven't been playing much. I should. It looks like I've done the seed you sent me. It looks like a lot of fun to do more. I'm thinking about doing the 12MQ EFK. Because that just sounds like I'm going to hate my life for a while, but it sounds fun. Hover boots to strength. I already have that one. Hate you. Why? Okay, cool. I can't wait. Like, and if you need testing, please let me know. You know I will always test what needs to be done when it comes to Blitz. I was actually discussing earlier, like at the beginning of the stream, that I plan on putting out strategy videos for Blitz. Because that's one of those things, like, I don't want to claim to be an authority or anything like that, but I do recognize the fact that I have had a nice impact on meta plays. Okay. Can't wait. But I know, I have to recognize the fact that I have had a big, at least a moderate impact on the meta with the graveyard skipping and everything like that. And I want to start trying to really lean into Blitz strategy. Because I feel like it's something that it's just... there's no resources for it. For anyone getting in, you're just getting in at ground level and having to learn, you know, what's a good idea and what's not from either watching other people do it or from, you know, just... Oh, come on, that should have clipped him. No. Nope, not playing with you today, dude. Alright, something specifically that will need testing. I like that. I didn't go far enough. Okay. Oh, come on. Now that one was just bad. Yeah, I've tried it with Rang. I've had a hard time with it with Rang too. I'm just going to preserve the health this time though. Even though I'm now going to get yeeted into the abyss because I jumped like an idiot. Okay, so... what is... oh, I don't have that. What's the last seed? What is being locked by Jabu? Because I'm thinking it's just a bomb bag for logical river access, because I know hovers locks bomb bag and hovers locks strength are 2 unlocks now, and it was the strength 2 at the top of river. That's the plan. Like, that is honestly the thought process in wanting to make what, like what I'm calling like Blitz strategy videos, is to be able to, you know, highlight the most prominent part of the mode, which is obviously the logic, and try and shine a spotlight on ways to abuse a little bit. And I don't mean abuse in like a bad way. Like, obviously don't cheat, don't do things that could be regarded as bug abuse or anything like that, but ways to, yeah, I have a YouTube, Hollow Logic. I haven't used it in a bit. I'm going to be using it more coming soon. I have old Blitz videos up there. I've got asyncs, things like that. I'm going to be utilizing it again soon. With coming season, that is... so my biggest New Year's resolution was that I'm going to... like, I've got a 12-month guideline for what I want to have done each month. January was literally... make streaming more consistent. Make streaming something that's more active. Because I was taking, like, weeks off at a time. Like, I'd take a week and a half off because it's just like, I don't feel like getting on and streaming right now. And there are still going to be days where it's like, I don't feel like getting on and streaming. But a quick Blitz is still good. And usually it's when I was like, when I'm doing other things, I don't want to get on and stream. And then the second I sit down to stream, I have a good time. Especially when it's Blitz. Like, I'll sit down to stream and it's like, okay, no, I'm enjoying myself. I'm doing good now. I can handle. I'm fine. February is going to be utilizing my YouTube again. Really starting to push, you know, hey, you know, come check out the YouTube. Come look at me there. I'm going to be posting videos up there regularly. I'm going to have shorts occasionally of just, you know, stupid random funny things like, I don't know, I know KLO was here when I posted. I don't know who else was. Clips like that. Long shot. You know, just silly, funny things like that. I know, Eli. I'm subscribed, and my phone has been continually coming up with different things from Ela. Not Zuda related. Different things. Like, oh, cool. Yep, Advanced Wars. That's exactly it. But no, I have essentially... oh, really? Nice. Like, I plan on really pushing this season to Blitz hard. Okay. With the long shot, I refuse to believe in anything other than this isn't the path here and I just happen to cross it. Oh, shoot. Wow. Yeah, I did not see that. I didn't see anything about that. Like, I've been catching small little bits, but for the most part... Okay, that feels path. That I'm willing to commit to. Okay. Yeah, no, we'll commit. You go have a good date night, Rune. I'm going to let you know before you go. My current goal is the plans that you and I have discussed earlier. March. That is my March resolution, is to have that on stream. Tournament was on another channel, but you did VOD reviews of all the games after the fact. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that out then. Like I said, I've been getting them popping up, and I've checked out a few little bits here and there, and it's just one of those, I don't know Advance Wars very well, so a lot of it kind of went over my head, what was going on. Yes, March is the aim. That's kind of the March resolution. Like I said, I'm trying to break it down, and if it doesn't happen in March, I'm not going to consider it a failure. My guide to New Year's resolutions is, yeah, have a good one, Rune. Thanks for stopping in. My guide for New Year's resolutions. Yeah. No, you do fantastic at that too, and that's just it. Like, you do good at content on both ends of the spectrum, like teaching players how to start getting into Blitz. Your video is great. I love when I actually pull that side hop chain off correct. I don't know why it feels really cool. It looks swag. I love it. Okay, so let's start figuring this out. I know hover boots have to be somewhere. I don't know where. So I don't know where the hover boots are, but I know their path. Because we have Strength 1, Strength 2... and Requiem path. And the thing is, things like... Yeah. God, I've done that too. Gosh. For the most part, I've started actually trying to make my own. There it is. Okay, so we can get out of here. So that's bombs from Deku. So we were looking at these four, possibly Rang definitely, actually, or possibly Rang on this one, just to get to K-Sword. I know Rang is probably path, but K-Sword for bombs. It's a pretty deep bomb bag, to be honest. I know Storms and Rudos were on this. If we consider my only access to turn in Rudo's letter is bomb locked, we can stick ZL on this and put myself in Ice Cavern for one of them, I think. I did. I agreed, okay? This is something that's gonna happen, I know. Yeah, no. Like, I'm not the tech guy, and I know it. I'm not the guy who knows these different random setups. Half the stuff I do is just YOLO, but the thing is, for me, that's what works really well. And, So for me, that's what works really well. See, I'm starting to come around on different thought processes when it comes to skipping things like Graveyard, like Lost Woods, and when it is, you know, a good idea versus a bad idea, and that's what I really want to focus on in the videos that I want to make. Is I want to make small instructional videos on when to make certain calls, and the thing is, there's so many variables that go into it that trying to have a hard set, you definitely always do this in this situation, is difficult. Because, like, there's a, you know, you've got to consider everything going on in the seat at a time, and even when you're only 5 minutes in, considering everything going on is difficult. So trying to figure out how to go from there is something I want to work on personally building. And essentially, the best way to explain it is I don't want to put out guides that say, this is a hard, fast rule, you ought to be doing this every single time, because that's never going to be the case, but trying to give, like, hey, in situations like this one, this is generally a thought process that I use, and that please feel free to modify. Hover boots to bomb bag. Again, I already knew that one. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to start modifying my graveyard habits more than just 2025 resolution of, oh, you have ZL, do graveyard. No. Like, I think almost every single time you have ZL, graveyard's the right call. Just because worst case scenario, you gain information on the logic of songs. Like, worst case scenario, it's like, oh, I ended up picking up Serenade there, I've got extra hints. Prelude there, I've got an easy access back to Temple of Time. Like, that literally, if you start with ZL, it's as good as having a second starter song. And I can see that. And I think that that is a valid option in seeds where everything will be hinted. I think skipping checks in favor of hints is the correct play in almost every seed where you have 10 total steps or less combined. Even then, I might consider skipping. Depending on everything else going on, there are situations where I'd still skip Dompe. I think... I'm trying to think how to put it. I don't think there are many times when it's the right call. But I think Blitz is one of the modes where you have the most ability to play off of your opponent's tendencies, where you actually have a direct benefit of studying, well, this is how my opponent plays seeds like this is how my opponent plays seeds like this, understanding, you know, specifics of your opponent and playing to those tendencies. Outside of that, if you're just doing like general seeds of the day or group races, things like that, I don't think skipping Dompe is very often the right call on longer seeds, though I've been proven wrong on that in the past. One here. Oh, that's wisdom. What? Me? Okay. Oh, I remember. I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten so used to that change, I don't think I could ever go back. But I don't know if that was necessarily a great change in the in the moment. I do think anymore it's fantastic. Like I do think I don't think I could ever go back. But I think teaching us how to get along with having to figure things out on our own was just I think that gave people in season 1 more tools to their in their disposal for future seasons. You know, you just get a piece. You found a piece of the Triforce. It would not tell you, oh, you found power, you found wisdom. Yeah, no. That was all of season 1. You got no info. So you had to, like, if you skipped into ice and picked up a piece, you had to spend the rest of the seed figuring out which piece did I get. Like, overall, I think there is a benefit if you would be able to go back and play season 1 seeds. There's a benefit to playing season 1 seeds so you can try and start building, because it lets you backward engineer paths better. And that's the gosh, trying to find words. This is why I'm going to script things when I'm actually putting guides out. Like, I'm actually going to make a script for myself on these. Yeah, I feel like people who played season 1 are better able to backwards engineer broken paths. Yep. Yup. Oh, yeah. I actually think I kind of remember that seed, KLO. Like, I don't know if we're thinking of the same one exactly, but I remember a seed where there was a piece in well behind ZL, and ZL was locked somewhere dumb. I don't remember the seed exactly, but I do remember, you know, ZL was locked, and you had to figure out, oh, there aren't enough keys. Like, one of the keys is ZL locked. This couldn't be the one step. I think my personal favorite time playing was in the very, very beginning of Season 1 when we were still discovering just how disgustingly mean the bot could be. And Red rolled a seed that Ela literally thought broke the bot because it was something like a 15-step bomb bag on Morphe's heart. It's like, I thought the bot was broken, but no, the seed was just that bad. So the thing to consider that I have not yet, but I need to, is that there is a real chance that these two belong over here, but not on the other side. My most memorable was one with Zine of recent ones. It was season 3. This is one of my most memorable because it was Path Bomb Bag on Hammer Chest of Fire Temple for the piece in the big lava room of Fire Temple. Bomb locked. That's one of my more memorable ones. Ah, God. Oh yeah, no. Bomb bags and bows are nuts. I think it was actually one of your seeds in particular, Kalo. It might have been someone else, but for some reason I'm recalling it as yours, where it was something like an 18-step bow for 2 pieces in Forest Temple, and then the last piece being behind the bow locked item. It was like an 18-18-19 with K-Sword being bow locked somewhere, and it was like double Forest Deku. But the only available bow was like 18 deep. This was back in Season 2, though, so you couldn't buy the bow hint. Ugh. So there's power. Do I think I'm gonna find courage here as well? Like, I don't know. Like, you obviously continue, because at this point you know 10 steps is ice, 11 steps is the boomerang. The only thing I have for courage right now is CAC, which I know is just leading to that 8-step bomb bag. Because 9 steps is Rudo's, 10 steps is Zia. Or no! 7-step bomb bag, 8-step storms, 9th step. That was just a gold review. Okay. Yeah, no. That's always one of those things. Like, those are always nasty when it's like, I didn't even think that could be a thing. My personal favorites are when it's like storms because it locks all copies of X. I still will never stop talking about the race between me and Velvet. I'm pretty sure it was Velvet, or was it Tobias? Pretty sure it was Velvet. Where it was 1-step Iron Boots in the river for the first check of Adult Spirit. I will never stop talking about that seed. Because that one was like the biggest highlight of how bad this item just locks all copies of this can get. Should not push this, and I know, but whatever. 17 Wanderers. What was the one step? Feels like it has to be like opponents or hook shot. I was worried about that. So it can't be this song, but this song might just be convenient to have. Yeah. Okay, so we're on to Courage now. I have no leads on Saria's yet. It could be in Forest because Saria's locked, or because those two locked Saria's and Minuet. So I will check Forest. I can't go too deep here, mind you. Locked either Nocturne for a strength 2 in mid shadow, or I'm on Dark Link for strength 2 in Fire Temple. Oh my god. So this does, like I said, if it happened, because I didn't check a few of the song locations, but if Saria's is on Temple of Time behind Jabu Force Med, then this would perfectly track for 10 steps. Behind ZL and Rudo's. Because if not, I'm looking for 3 more freaking steps to fill in past Bomb Bag, and that's just going to be rough. Mine wasn't as complex as that. Mine was just Iron Boots, locked Water Temple completion for Requiem, or locked Lens on GTG Toilet. So all forms of Spirit Access were logically locked by Iron Boots in just the simplest way possible. Oh, cool. Guess I can complete here. Nope, it was just Iron Boots locked Lens on Toilet and Requiem behind Water Temple Forest Med. Yep, just that simple and stupid. But God, like, in the middle of the seed, there's no solving that. There's no way you solve that mid-seed. Nope, not even a little bit. It gives Hollow everything Hollow ever wanted. No one else gets anything nice. That's the rule, okay? You don't know that rule yet. Now you do. Although always gets rewarded. So, that much I know. I know, right? I love my shield. Okay, so if we rebuild it, I know Requiem was to Courage. We need this. I know Requiem was to Courage. I don't know if the hookshot's necessarily path. I think it is, but I'm not certain. I think it might lock all of my key access. Okay. But I don't know. I do know that at the very least... Alright. ZL to hover boots. Okay, so ZL's a lot higher up. ZL to hover boots? But bombs aren't? Is hammer possibly? That could track. Zora's Fountain is foolish. I'm trying to think where else ZL would lock. Well... So if we assume that... Because, like, I can't think of anywhere else. Like, unless Hammer's on this and I'm just not thinking of it. But I don't think it is. So if we assume that gets us bomb bag. I still think hookshot falls on it. So if it is hook shot, 'cause that locks all forms of like child ranged, which is what I'm assuming right now. I know Zia's a lot higher up now, though. There's all the keys. So I'm right back in the boat if I have every single key. So ZL locks hovers. I don't know if Storms does or not, but I think it's a safe assumption it would. Because I can't think of anywhere else ZL locked that's not bomb locked. Almost had the bubble in. So if I'm correct, why would I do that? I'm dumb. That was really dumb of me. Means bombs could only lock one other thing, if I'm right. I still have the hook shot on that one when I'm not sure it's hook shot. Bombs are 8 steps if I'm correct. So now I have ZL locks hovers. There's the infamous scale from the last seed. Proof of concept, everything here is bomb locked. Or else hovers wouldn't have been required. It's actually a huge proof of concept there. That scale was massive. Scale makes me think I'm in the right place, actually. Letter was Storm's Grotto, Kokiri Forest. In particular, it was Storm's Grotto, though. I had no access to turn in Letter without bombs, though. Because if I had access to turn in Letter without bombs, then I could have just gone and turned in Letter with another scale somewhere or something like that. Gone in, gotten Minuet, gotten here, gotten the scale, and not needed that strength. Or not needed hovers to get the strength, too. I mean, yeah. You get the idea. If I had any way to turn in Letter without the bombs. That also means Saria's can't be available. So if Saria's is available, Hookshot was Dompe Race, Strength 1 was Mido's house. Bo was just in here. If Saria's was available without bombs, that scale was available, and then Hovers was never needed either. That might be the piece right there on Falling Ceiling. Killed that one. Yeah. Have a nice night, Kalo. Just posting up my review on this, gonna let y'all know what I had to say, and then I'm signing up for the night. All right, so to recap the one from before, 303 at 128.39. If I looked at this time after getting the path counts, I wouldn't believe it. This seed is so well laid out, though. If you figure out what the seed wants early, it's a breeze. Extremely happy with how I did it this time. And then today's 303 at 107.48. I love all copies of X are locked by Y. It's my favorite part about Blitz, especially when you get the read early and correct. The scale really locked me into my choice, knowing it had to be locked for the logic to work. Good seeds back to back. Yeah, no, this one was fantastic. This seed was absolutely great. Yeah, no, back-to-back great seeds. Super thrilled. Like, that one. So, this one, it's 10 steps because you can see it laid out pretty well. I believe I'm completely accurate in the layout and the positioning of everything. So it's ZL locks hover somehow. I'm going to guess it's bottom of the well. I couldn't tell you for certain, so don't quote me on it. But everything else is 100% correct. It's hover boots are logically required to get the strength in river at top of river because there's no bombs, no scale available pre-hover boots. So hovers lock strength in river. That's strength 2 because there's one in Kokiri Forest, Mado's house. So you get your Storm ZL hovers to get your 2 strength, your second strength, and then Requiem to get out to Spirit Temple. The hook shot is only on all 3 paths because I think it locks all child ranged. And there are no keys on adult side. So you go in, you get a key off child, you go in adult, you climb, and get K sword on the adult climb, which gets you bombs in Deku Tree. You're hinted Kokiri Forest double path with Rudos in the Storm's Grotto. And then it's Ice Cavern for power. Lake being hinted for Boomerang. Put me in Jabu for the piece in Jabu for wisdom. And then Courage is... Minuet was in ice, so I took the gamble that Saria's might be locked by Jabu being Forest Med. I didn't actually clear Jabu. I didn't actually get my Temple of Time song. But I took the gamble that Saria's was on Temple of Time. Because I already knew Sun's was on Burning Cack. Like, it had to be exactly that. And I just dove into Forest, and it's an example of Rudo's, that whole chain up to 10 locks all Forest access. Dive into Forest, and Falling Ceiling has the piece, Bob's Your Uncle. Honestly, just, loved it. Had a good time.